From the You Hear Good Things podcast network, here is Running in Slow Motion with Sidney and Tamara Smith.
Hey, welcome back to another. Take two. Hey, welcome back to another Running in Slow Motion with myself, Sidney Smith, and my co-host,
Tamara Smith.
What's up, Tamara? How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I should know. I feel like we should know how we're doing. I mean, we should drop the how you doing. We live together, for crying out loud.
I know, but we spent half the day apart today, so it's good to catch up.
At what point did we spend half the day? You took a nap for an hour.
That's what I mean.
That's not half the day. We spent the entire day together, except for 1 hour. You see the time? You see how she tells time around here?
It's just girl math, I guess.
It's girl math?
Yeah.
Is that such a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for watching and listening to the podcast. Shout out to everyone who's listening on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Thank you guys who are watching us on YouTube. We do appreciate it. Special shout out to a good friend of ours, Luke, who I had a nice conversation with earlier this week. And, man, he had me in tears. We're both in tears. We're just laughing so hard about shit. But he gave us some nice kudos on the podcast, and especially to you. So thank you, Luke, for watching and checking it out. He said to me, I hate to say this because you have like multiple podcasts, but this might be the first one I've ever watched from beginning to end. After I said, Dick! No, I didn't say that. I said, man, that's why I do multiple things. That's why I do Running in Slow Motion. That's why I do Not As Debatable with Dion. That's why the True Crime podcast, Murray's podcast. I'm trying to get that to grow even more because everything is not for everybody. So,
yeah,
if we get multiple things, that'll be great. So shout out to Luke. So thank you. And before I forget, you guys who are watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to click subscribe. And whether you're watching on YouTube or you're listening, please don't be afraid to share the podcast. We think it's a good podcast and some of everybody can probably get something out of it.
I was just thinking how nice you are to be so considerate of other people and what their interests are, because I don't have all that going on.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like,
you do the debatable show for people who like that, and we do this show, and you do the true crime podcast, but I don't do any of that. I go to work, I do this podcast.
Yeah, but this is my work. This is my thing. This is what I do.
Yeah, that's true. So,
podcasting and comedy and trying to write and just creating. Right now I'm playing with the idea of starting an app. So trying to see if that juice is going to be worth the squeeze is kind of where I'm at with that. To kind of make everything that I do or we do that much more accessible to people. So just something that I've been trying to consider as well, do some research on.
I think the one thing that I've really enjoyed doing this podcast is people get to see a different side of us.
Yeah.
So I know that's part of your job, but that's not my job. And I've never really cared about it. Like, people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. But people have been reaching out to me, just telling me, that they're proud of me for doing something that they know I'm probably not super comfortable with, something that's out of the box for me. And so it means a lot to me.
Yeah, Luke said, I can tell her I can hear her breathing. I said, Luke, she's only like 8 podcasts in, first time on video. Cut her some slack. He said, no, I love it. Then he said the thing that I hear quite a bit from people, and I find to be, I say thank you, but at the same time, like, that's an odd thing to say. They say, hey, man, I love the chemistry between the two of you. And I'm always like, well, we're married. So I hope there's some type of chemistry. How bad do you think this marriage is from the outside is what I want to ask people. What do we look like that you would be surprised that we have such good chemistry?
I don't know.
I wonder if our marriage was one of the ones and Luke was at our wedding. Like, I've been to weddings where people are placing bets on if this shit is going to last. Like, people are like, no, I get 3 years, 5 years, 2 years. And people are laying money down on it.
Yeah, I want to go back 1 second because I need to talk directly to Luke because
you listen up.
I too hear myself breathing and it drives me crazy when I listen back to the podcast. But my husband's over there giving me this face like, you better keep the mic next to your mouth.
When you speak.
It's hard to do all the things, okay?
It's not hard
it's hard to do all the things.
It is not hard. You know who I expect to hear from with that statement? Desiree. I expect Desiree to send us something in our group chat because she's going to laugh at the fact that you said it's hard to do all the things.
It's hard.
Or Cat.
I'm trying to remember to keep the mic close to my mouth when I'm speaking, but then put it down when I'm not speaking, but then you yell at me if I forget to put it back up.
Whoa. Don't
you guys saw him yell at me last time.
Don't make this like this is an abusive marriage all of a sudden. This is probably why people are so triggered by what great chemistry we seem to have on camera. As I told Luke, and I will tell you since you're trying to pull me out under some type of fucking spotlight, yes, you are learning, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to sit here and try to critique I've stopped even doing it. Yeah. Over the last couple of shows, I'm like, okay, she's going to have to figure it out.
I critique myself, though, because I'll listen back to it. I know you get mad at me for doing it because you say excuse the numbers, but I'm specifically listening to hear, like, things about myself, like, that I need to improve. And the first thing I heard, Luke, was my breathing. And I was like, oh, my God, all you can hear is my breathing.
Well, I told Luke, I said, look, she goes back and she fucks with the numbers. And she listens to the podcast. And she hears things that she wants to correct. So take it easy, big fella. Take it easy. Well, hips don't lie. That's his nickname.
Yeah, but I'm open to a healthy amount of criticism. I can grow.
Yeah, I'm not open to any. So keep your shit to yourself. Anybody got anything to say to me, shut the fuck up right off rip. Tell you that right now. That goes for all of you. It's been fun. Like we say each and every week, it's been fun. Thank you guys. I feel like I've been talking more with my hands now that we've been on camera. Like I've been coaching.
Like you're trying to talk to the camera, but
well, I do want to talk to the camera.
I just forget that it's there. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of breaking the fourth wall. Even when I write, I always want to somehow one of the characters to make motion or look into the camera or point or something. It's just I'm like, man, let's break that wall. Let's bring the audience in. So, which is one of the things I love about having you guys there. So I had
no idea what that was until you told me. So
what, breaking the fourth wall?
I'm glad you know.
Breaking the fourth wall?
Yep.
Well, there you go. You weren't supposed to know. It's all right, though.
Okay.
Again, guys, don't forget, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And don't forget to share us. And if you listen to us on podcast, don't forget to share us that way, too. If you're a friend of ours, you should be sharing. Okay? Don't be just hoarding us. All right? We're for the people. We're for the people.
That's right.
And we're recording this on Football Sunday. That's how much we love you guys. I am taking time away from the football game, from a red zone, to record this podcast.
That is true, and I appreciate you. Yesterday I was feeling like I was going to get a little stuffy nose. I had a little...
sick.
I wasn't sick. I was just getting a stuffy nose, but all day he's like, you're getting sick. You're getting sick. You're getting sick. Nope. I just had a stuffy nose. It's gone today, but I appreciate you letting me wait till today.
Yeah, so we're going to knock this thing out. We got a fun one. My wife was getting on my nerve, as wives do. And I'm sure there are husbands that do as well, but I don't have a husband. So my wife was getting on my nerves, as wives do. I'm trying to get the camera set up, get everything going. She just got out the shower, and she's getting dressed, and she's combing hair, and she wants to just stand over and just ask me questions about this, that, and the other.
That's because you had a vibe. You had a vibe, and I could hear it. And you were just like, yeah, okay. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. And then a few minutes later, you told me what was wrong.
There was nothing wrong with me. You think I'm upset and I'm just about to lose my mind. I can be slightly irritated, one, with the equipment and the software. Two, I'm getting my ass kicked in fantasy football really bad.
I think that's the bigger thing.
Really bad. Well, it could be because I am a highly competitive person. I hate losing fucking anything. I don't like losing. I hate it. I always have. I blame it on my cousins.
Yeah. Well, I always look forward to football Sundays. I also slightly dislike it because
no, you don't. You finally told the truth yesterday, and I wrote it. I came right here and wrote it on the board, and you said you were kind of missing football.
I miss football.
So don't tell me you hate it. I said, what? You miss football? Why? You got, because it's so boring. It puts me to sleep.
And you're so busy watching it, I get to take naps.
First of all, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. You take naps all the time, 365. When are you not taking naps? That football allows you to take.
Yeah, but football Sundays give me the permission to do so without feeling bad, because sometimes you want to go do things on Sunday. And I might just want to take a nap, but I go and do things.
I try to do things with you because we both are working a lot of hours normally, and you're out of the house working Monday through Friday, and then by the time Saturday rolls around, that's like a recoup day for you.
Well, you can take a nap with me.
No, I don't want to take naps. I hate taking naps unless I'm really, really tired. And so I'm just like, all right, let me try to be a good husband and make sure this marriage stays together and try to do something with you on Sundays. Let's go out and go maybe shop at the mall or go hit Carolyn's. I don't know why I said Carolyn's, Kirkland's. Do whatever thing. Go pick you up some new Nikes because you got to have your Nikes or your Vans. Or maybe just go to the book. I'm trying to be a good husband around here. And you're trying to tell me I'm a terrible husband. And
I'm trying to be a good wife by not taking naps. That's what I'm trying to say.
First of all, you're not trying to do it. If I didn't plan most things, you would just take naps.
That's true. I'm not a planner.
Of nothing.
I know. That's okay.
No, see, that is your favorite thing to say to me. It was when I would get upset with, but I didn't do nothing.
I didn't.
So, right, you never did. And so I told her at one point, I'm going to put that on your headstone. Now your favorite thing to say is, but that's okay. So that's going to have to go right underneath it because anything that she thinks that is just...
I do plan things. I planned something in like November.
What?
To go watch the Hunger Games.
See? Something I have no interest in, but I will have to go anyway. Just like I did to go to see other movies that I have no interest in. I don't even know why she wants to see this one. Yeah, I said, didn't they end that series? I was there. I've seen every one of these fucking movies. People.
It's a prequel.
And that's what you said. I said, didn't they end this? I was there when they ended it.
And I've seen every Insidious movie against my will.
See how you say shit versus how I say shit? I just say
because I love you so much. I just sit through these horrible movies. No.
See how you say shit versus how I say things? I say I go because I have to go. You say stuff like against my will, like you were snatched in a windowless van.
I mean, tomato.
No, there's no tomato onions. Motherfucker. Now you made me call you motherfucker for all these people we don't know on YouTube. Well,
watch your mouth.
No, watch your mouth. Can't have some white woman out here saying against her will about a black man. They're looking for a reason to come up to this very nice neighborhood we live in to come and get me up out of here. But yeah, Insidious, the last one was terrible. I'm not looking forward to Hunger Games. Prequel or no prequel. When she said prequel, I knew that's what it was. I knew these motherfuckers are restarting this franchise all over again. Now it's going to be 3 fucking more movies.
I hope so.
And then they're going to try to do what George Lucas tried to do with Star Wars. Say, oh, you know what? There was 3 other stories you never heard of.
And I saw Viola Davis is in it.
Viola Davis, who I love to death.
She only chooses good movies, so.
That's it. No. She
picks the best script, so.
Viola has put herself now, and I said this to you the other day, she is turning into the female Samuel Jackson. And when I say that, I mean you have 2 great actors who are so outstanding that people just send them scripts and you pray to God that he or she says, yes, I will say 6 lines in your movie, but it will cost you $600 million.
Well, I'm going to put this up to the listeners to come back in November and hear your thoughts after you see the movie. I'm
going to put it up to the listeners to come and kidnap me. And hold me away until the movie has left the movie theaters.
Just bring him snacks. He'll be fine.
What?
Just bring you snacks.
So you're up for them kidnapping me, huh? Just bring me snacks.
As long as the kidnapping involves you going to the movie theater with me.
If I was being held by a kidnapper in a room, now nothing, I'm not being raped or anything. No one's trying to get into an orifice. So not that.
That took a dark turn, huh?
I just want to make sure people know that what's happening during this kidnapping.
Okay.
I'm just being held in a room and there's
playing board games.
I'm playing board games.
Okay.
I got like an air mattress with some nice sheets, like some thousands of count sheets on it.
Okay. Yeah.
I can still record podcasts in my room.
Okay.
When I'm being held, so it's very nice. But what would you suggest? What kind of snack should I have on hand to give me? What would make me an okay kidnap victim? Because if it's not the right snacks, I'm gonna have to act up.
Some Chips Ahoy cookies.
Hey, okay. All right.
Some Raisinets.
All right, so a lot of chocolate, some raisins in there, but so
Some
know,
butter popcorn.
okay. Well, everything you feed me, I'm taking lots of shits. You know, I like to take shits.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
what are you doing? Look, if you think about snatching me off the street, one, I'm 210 pounds, and I know how to defend myself. So be very careful.
What about some garlic wings?
Two, these are not.
What else? What other snacks do you like?
Oh my God! I'm just shitting on myself.
See?
I'm just shitting on
My
myself.
kidnapper will just let you go.
Oh, this would, or they would do what I would do and laugh. I'm just shitting on myself in this room. All right, let me go back and give the scenario again.
Okay.
Because I want to ask something. Okay, they don't live here. Okay, so they're not coming. They're not like for me to knock.
Okay.
Yo, I gotta go, and I don't want to have to shit in a bucket the whole time.
Okay.
All right, so let's start again. What list of snacks would you tell the kidnapper to make this an okay situation for them?
Some Lactaid. some what are those crunchy cereal things you like? The
Grape nuts.
yeah, like the thing.
Hey, still not fighting.
How?
So we went from cookies,
Raisin Bran.
fire hot fucking Cheetos.
I'm trying to think of all the things you like to eat.
We get you some oat bran.
Some oatmeal with some brown sugar. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. This is not turned out the way that I thought it would.
There's just nothing you eat that can be a good snack.
I thought this just there is. Okay,
Like what? Give me an example.
Made a nice little mix of stuff.
Okay, Chex Mix.
There you go. I like some granola. I like some granola with some yogurt.
Okay.
All right, so you could have put that in there. Maybe a little orange juice to sip on. You know. So you make sure you.
Sounds like it would still all fall in that other category.
No, it does not. You had me on Cheetos, Raisinets. Let me sit your ass now.
Okay, well, I started with snacks that you would eat at a movie. I wasn't thinking that you were really being held hostage. I'm like, what would you want at a movie theater?
No, I told you the scenario. I'm being held hostage.
Well, in my scenario, in my mind, you were at the movie theater being held hostage.
How is your scenario in your head that when I did not present that as a scenario?
I don't know. That's just how it happens.
If you wanted to see how people get divorced, you just watched it right there. There's no one listens.
See? That's a perfect example of what I heard versus what you said.
Right. Perfect example, because I will run this tape back. When you listen to this, I want you to reverse like 3 times.
Okay.
I ain't say shit about no movie theater. I said I'm in a room with an air mattress playing board games.
We were talking about movies, then you jumped to being kidnapped. I don't know. You mixed it all up.
So
I didn't do anything.
There you go. There it is. I was waiting for it. I didn't do that. I know the problem. I know the problem. So I'm happy football is back. You're happy for your own reasons. I'm getting my ass kicked today in fantasy. Every year this happens that, man, we come out the gate very slow, and then by the time we get to the end, we're this close. But what's that?
No, love, we are, remember? It's our team.
Well, not after this display today of scenario, so I don't like the way this is played out.
Oh, okay.
Did you deliver my message to your male coworkers?
I did not.
I knew you wouldn't go to. I knew you wouldn't.
Sorry. I had a busy week.
All right, we can't.
I can't use the words that you said anyway.
I told you, clean it up however you have. Give them the podcast. Let them listen to the podcast.
Okay.
Motherfuckers over here just trying to just dry snitching. They should be kidnapped. No. All right. I'm happy. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully your teams are winning. If you play, there's a lot of women that play. There's a lot of dudes I know that play. So I don't know how your team is doing, but if it's doing better than mine, fuck off. I don't want to hear about it. All right, keep it to yourself.
I did see an email that a bunch of people I work with are at some place today watching football.
What people you work with at the school?
Yeah.
Like who? You don't like who?
There's a lot of people though. They have their own fantasy football team that I never participate in, and they're somewhere watching football today.
Did you want to go? Would you plan to go meet up with them and watch the game there, and maybe take a nap there?
I'd rather be home to take a nap.
Just put your head down on the table there and whatever fucking Chili's they're at watching the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember where it was.
Probably Santisi Brothers. Though.
No, I want to say like Zips or something.
Oh God. No.
Oh no, Buffalo Wild Wings.
It's better than
Native
Zips.
New Yorker, something like that. Something where there's hot wings.
All right, if you don't live in the Arizona area, those are a couple of those are names of shit places that are here in the Phoenix area.
Native New Yorker's not bad. I like their wings.
Like Native New Yorker, my issue with their wings is the same issue I have with Buffalo Wild Wings and their wings.
Yeah, they give you the smallest ones.
Like you just waited for the chick to come out there.
Yeah, but at least Native New Yorker, your food comes out hot.
Yes, but Native New Yorker decided to cut, to save a couple of bucks and not have handy wipes or wet wipes. Who
Remember, you were so upset about that.
Who the hell? you gonna give me these sticky ass wings? You don't have any.
There's a whole bathroom where you can wash your hands.
Why do I need to be inconvenienced? I have to get up to go into the bathroom to wash my hands.
I remember you were so upset about that. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, but it was funny.
Now I gotta touch some doorknob that somebody probably shit and pissed all over their hand, and they touch. And I gotta touch on the way in and out.
Oh my god!
No, yeah, I was very, and I get. Every time we go there, I try not to say anything because people invite us there. I say, okay, let's go there. But in the back of my head, I'm like, just say motherfuckers, they don't have wet wipes, man. Trying to save a buck. Yeah,
but on the other hand, Buffalo Wild Wings, their food is always cold, so.
Those wings do come out cold more often than hot. And I don't care what Buffalo Wild Wings you go to in the Phoenix metro area, for whatever reason. That seems to be always the situation.
I do like their sauce, though. I'm not going to lie. I buy their sauce at the store, and I eat it on the wings we make here at home.
I do the same thing. The spicy garlic.
Yep.
We buy it in the bottle.
See? Garlic wings. That was a message to your kidnapper.
Garlic wings are okay, but do not mix garlic wings with Raisinets and hot Fritos and expect for this to go well for you. All right? Because I personally do not pack an extra pair of underwear just in case I get kidnapped. So it's going to be a bad time.
But you know where my favorite place to get wings is?
At home.
Well, besides there. I do like when you grill wings, but Tailgaters. Still my favorite.
Sometimes. Depends on who's cooking.
Still my favorite.
Speaking of which, I got to go see Slade today. His last day is today, so I'm going to stop by and say, what's good, bro? Wish you well. Have a few drinks with him. Mm-hmm. And, we'll push him out the door after that.
You can bring me home some wings?
Not after the way you try to feed me for this kidnapping. Bring you nothing. Yes, I will bring you some wings.
You don't have
the staff, I don't know about the cooks in there now, though. They got with the new guy coming in, bringing in, who I haven't met yet, but they're bringing in the crew. I mean, I don't know. I'll ask everyone what the kitchen seems like now at this point.
Well, hopefully it's still good because it's been my favorite place to get wings for quite a few years. So
it used to be really, really good back, and then our favorite cook there got let go, and then it's kind of been up and down. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
guess we'll see. You had a hard week last week. Are you expecting a tough one this week?
No, not really. It's supposed to be. I think it'll be easier. I mean, we're moving into testing season, so like when we move into testing at work, it gets a little busy. But we're like 2 weeks out from fall break, so I feel like 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
I think obviously you're the first teacher I've ever been married to.
The first, the only.
If I say the first, there's not I don't have another woman I'm married to off over here or to my right that you can't see. Then obviously, dork. But I've had a lot of friends over the years who are teachers, and you guys have, across the board, have always counted down days. Those days leading up to breaks, winter breaks, summer breaks, obviously, fall breaks, whatever those were.
I know those days that people think that we're paid for. So Sorry, that's a touchy subject. Anyways,
No, I'm not talking about whether you're paid for or not paid for.
I know, I was just making a smart comment because a lot of people like to say, like, we get all this time off and we're paid for it, but we're not. But I think it's because you just work so much. Like, you come into work early, you stay late, you're working on the weekends. Like, you kind of look forward to those breaks. So
yeah, and you do. Yeah, if they're anything like you know, you are working a lot of hours, technically not on the clock. You know, you'll be sitting here at the house with your laptop open and planning things and putting presentations together, things like that. So I'm sure you're not the only teacher. Excuse me. If you're a teacher and you're out there, I'm not trying to say you don't do anything and you're lazy. If you are lazy, you know who you are. But I'm talking about people like my wife and teachers of that sort.
yeah, and it's not really.
I said educators of that, because you're not in the classroom.
No,
but educators across the board.
Yeah, but it's not like to me, it's not a countdown in the sense of like, oh, I can't wait to get away from, you know, like the students or whatever.
No,
it's more like I can't wait to decompress. Like to turn my brain off, because you see me, like I'm dreaming about work. Like I wake up thinking about work. Like it's sometimes there's just so much going on and my brain is so busy. It's hard to keep it all straight. So yeah I'm just looking forward to a little break. Not really sure what we're doing. I think we decided we were going to go up to Flagstaff, but we decided I think we're going to hold off till December to do that. Yeah. Which is probably better anyways, because we wanted to be able to see Desiree, and she's going to be gone that weekend. I think she has a wedding or something, because we were going to try to see a game.
She's got something going. But whenever we go up, see, like, we're those people, and this is like people who are the opposites of these shit out of it. We're those people that if we roll into town and we have friends there, we always reach out. Hey, we're in town. We want to get together, grab dinner, grab a drink, whatever. Yeah. We would love to see you, and we're all about trying to spend as much time as we can with good people when we go. Other people who do the exact opposite, I find to be so rude. So rude. Yeah. Absolutely. It does not hurt you in the least to just... And maybe this goes back to something that you always say, that I'm better at these things than other people are, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But it does not hurt you when you roll into... If I roll into Vegas, I'm not going to roll into Vegas and not say what's up to Big Irish J or to Ray when I come in. You know what I mean? And people who do that just hurt the shit out of me, drives me absolutely up the wall.
Yeah, but, you know, just to take notice of some of our friends that do travel, they have kids. And sometimes their kids' events and things like that take precedence over seeing other people. And because I do know people come into town, they come in for soccer games, they come in for swim meets, whatever it is, they come down from Flagstaff. But it's the people who maybe don't have those things going on that I'm a little more like, it's not like I'm like super upset, but it's kind of like, okay, I see you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could make that allowance for people who have kids, but this is what I would say: if you had a child and you're coming in for a meet, and you're coming in and you're getting out, then that's one thing. Yeah, it's when you come in and you're like, just say, hey man, we're in town. Child A has a meet. Just want to say what's up. If we can grab a drink, we will. Yeah. But hey, just want to say, hey, we're in town. Like, when the guys for Over Easy, and again, if you guys are in the Phoenix area, we went last week. That's what we should have said. We went last week to the new one at Deer Valley in 67 and had an outstanding time over there. We took some great friends with us, saw some great friends there. It was a good time. Talked to Brian earlier this week, and he said they just got packed with people. Yeah. And I think that big grand opening was yesterday. So if you're in the area where we are, 67th, and Deer Valley, if you've never been, you should go out and you should check it out. It's absolutely delicious. If you can't get to that one, get to one of the other metro locations that they have here within Phoenix and Flagstaff.
Yeah, and I like the location, not just because it's close to home, but it's a nice setup. Yeah, I like how the roll up doors to outside is going to be really nice soon. It's close to the I want to say mountains, but they're not really. Small mountains that people hike on. Like it's close by, so you know.
It's weird we say mountains, because if you go to Denver and you see real mountains.
I know. To me, they're like hills, but you know, like it's just nice. So it's a nice area, and it's a nice setup of the location, and I think people would enjoy it.
Absolutely. So check them out over easy. So But if you're rolling in, just say something. But if you're in and you're out for one day with the kids, and I get that, and the kids are busy, I see a lot of you with your kids. You know, those little people are tough to deal with, especially when they don't pay rent. So I get it. But, you know, you and I just try to not be rude people. I don't know another way to say it.
You're way better at it than I am, because I have to say, just to be completely honest, if it wasn't for you, I'd probably sneak into town and sneak out of town myself. It's just how I am.
Why would you just sneak in and sneak out, though, if you know you have friends there?
I guess I won't say sneak, but it's like I don't know. I guess if they were like really close friends of mine, I would make the effort. But if it's somebody I don't see often, like I don't know.
Sometimes you don't see people often just because of distance. You know what I mean? Yeah,
that's true.
You know, it's not like I don't see. It's not, well, if you don't live next door to me, I don't have to really try to be accommodating.
You're just better at it than I am. I
seem to be better than most people at it, actually, because I see a lot of it. I see a lot of it.
You are. Like, you think about it ahead of time. Like me, I'm thinking, okay, what do we pack? How are we getting there? Like all of the normal things, but you're planning that other stuff beforehand. Like even days, weeks, like, hey, I'm going to be there these dates. And I'm not great at that. And you are.
I tell you what, the next time we go to Flagstaff, though, I'm going to keep what I'm going to do on the top secret.
Okay.
Because this last time we went and I couldn't make it golfing because I hung out with friends the night before too much. And the next fucking day, everybody and their fucking mother knew I didn't make it golfing. And that,
oh my God,
that pissed me off. You know, it pissed me off. That pissed me. I'm like, why does everyone need to know that I did not make it golfing this morning?
I loved it.
Why?
Because it was funny. I don't know, because I didn't grow up in a small town, you know, like I've never experienced that where like something happens and then everybody knows about it. So to me, I found it quite humorous that everybody knew about it.
And when I say everybody, I should say everybody we knew knew about it.
I mean, there were probably people we didn't know that knew about it, but
probably, but those people couldn't come up and say something to me. So everyone we knew, heard you make it golfing.
I loved it.
You partied last night, or some variation of.
I'm sure if I lived there and it happened often, I would hate that. But I had never experienced that, and I just thought it was great. I didn't believe that really happened.
Absolutely, and I said to you, I remember saying to you, I don't remember exactly how I said it. I said, this is exactly that bullshit that I don't miss from a small town. Yeah, because I grew up in a small town where. It's probably smaller than Flagstaff, actually. Now I'm thinking it's smaller than Flagstaff. So just imagine that 10 times fucking more in Flagstaff.
I think that would be hard to live like that because you know how sometimes people have that saying where they go and they do something and they're like, I don't care, I don't know anybody here, nobody's gonna know about this. You can't say that when you live in a town like that because everybody's gonna see it and everybody's gonna know about it.
I remember, I won't mention his name, but a good friend of ours up there hurt himself, and somehow that turned into, you know, his wife had put her hands on him, but then she had caught him with another woman. Like everybody was running with this story. Do you remember that? Like a big game of telephone, just adults instead of 15-year-old girls. Oh, it was just, you know. And I loved it though. I thought it was great. It was fucking. But yeah, every time somebody came up and said something about you not golfing, I laughed so hard because I just thought it was great. Like people wouldn't guess this. I am very low key for the most part, unless I'm working. Obviously I can't be low key for what I do for a living or the podcast because I still got to be someone entertaining, you know, with people. I don't want people to feel like I'm standoffish. I'm not standoffish. I'm just low key. Yeah. You know, and I would almost rather not speak to anyone. That's why I've talked about it before. When I leave here, if I go by myself, if you're not with me, I have headphones. I have my AirPods in, so no one says. Sometimes there's nothing even playing in them. Or when we do go places, say we're going to go to the mall, I still take my AirPods because on the chance that we get separated, first thing I do is I put them in. 'Cause I don't. So I don't like talking to people a lot, and I definitely don't like people talking about me when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that irked me. And I had to keep a smile. There's so many times I wanted to cuss people out this last trip because it's none of your fucking business. Don't worry the fuck about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fuck that.
It's fine. It's okay.
See, and here we go. It's okay. It's okay.
It's fine. It's okay.
So
some people got a laugh out of it. It made people's day. It's fine.
Oh, I'm here to fucking make people's day. I'm not here to make your day.
I mean, sometimes other people make your day, so it's fine.
That's different.
It's not different. But we are going up there in December. I think we decided officially.
We are. We're going to go up there for the holiday.
Yeah.
Have a great time with friends of ours, and we're going to celebrate
New
Year's Eve.
But also
And
my birthday.
I was going to get there. Your birthday and their wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Because they got married on New Year's Eve.
But yeah. And my birthday is the day before New Year's Eve. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think we talked about this before that I didn't really know what I wanted to do for my birthday. And I'm excited we're going, but that's still not what I want to do for my birthday. I don't really know what I want to do for my birthday, like how I would celebrate this milestone, I guess.
Well, this won't, no, because I think you said you wanted to do a trip or something.
Yeah, I'd like to do something when it's warm.
Yeah, so this won't serve as that. This will just be something that we'll do. Because you'll be, you're getting old, so we got to do something that you can kind of...
You guys see my face?
you can kind of remember. But I don't know, maybe we'll go to Catalina Island. I don't know. I have no idea. You need to tell me what it is you want to do so we can plan for it and go do it. So
yeah.
But we'll figure that out. Well, yeah, we'll be back up there. Looking forward to that, hanging out with those guys up there and we've never done that before. We've never been up there for New Year's Eve celebration. So I'm interested in seeing if they really go all out up there for it. I know we're going to do some bar hopping, so someone will probably be getting sick at some point while we're up there. Okay, well done. Ask me these questions you wanted to ask me. I can't keep carrying the show. Ask me those questions you had lined up for me.
Oh.
Tell the people where you got these questions from, I guess.
I just, they're just like date questions, I guess. Like questions you talk about on a date.
On a date? We're married. We don't talk on dates now. I just hope to get laid at the end.
But that's okay, because when I saw it, I noticed there was a question on there that we answered before. Somebody had sent us a question like, what was our most embarrassing moment?
Yeah.
And so that was one of the questions on there. And I'm like, we talked about that. So, but one of the questions I wanted to ask you was, because you work so much, what do you want to do when you retire? Oh,
you know the answer to that. I don't want to retire.
But you're going to have to at some point. So at that point when you have to retire, what do you want to do? How do you want us to spend that time?
Wow, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, do you have your answer already? Just sitting on the beach somewhere, forcing me to
don't know me.
Forcing me to sit next to you. Maybe we're handcuffed together. I'm older than you. I'll be weak. I can't. I'm too weak to pull away. How would I want to spend time with? See, and so I did. It's my fault because I asked you to wait till now to ask me the question, so I do not have an answer ready to go. What would I want to do? How old am I, guess, at this point? What, 80? Am I 80?
I don't know. How old do you think you'll be when you retire?
Okay. Well, I got to be too old and weak to tell you no. You're younger than me, so you're not. And we have had to be married long enough that I just don't want to hear you talking about this anymore. So I'm gonna say 80. Okay. All right. 80.
So at 80 years old, when you retire, what do you want to do with your time?
Wow, just travel.
To where?
Man, I like to see Africa. I like to see many parts of Europe. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You really got me on this one. Figure I'm gonna be filthy rich, so I can go anywhere I want. So if I can go anywhere I want, I don't know.
And you were right about me. I'd probably want to go every place that has a beach.
A beach?
Yep.
This is a fucking good question. What would I want to do when I'm 80 years old?
See, I like asking you questions like this because you always have a plan for what's next, and I don't.
Yeah.
But I can think about what I'd want to do when I retire, but I can't tell you what kind of job or work I want to do in 5 years.
Yeah, well, because I always just envision myself working. And even right now, as I say travel, I'm still figuring out ways I would be doing some kind
But
of
at
work.
some point, you're going to have to sit down and relax, and you're going to have a plan of what you do with that time. Otherwise, you're going to be frustrated. So.
Yeah, but I would be talking to someone who works for me probably, like wherever we are, like,
Oh, so you just be the angry boss on the phone then?
oh, man, if I could get there. No. I figured by the time I'm 80, 85, you know, some nephew or somebody would have pushed me out. Some hostile takeover of my company and say, go home, Unc. We'll send you a check.
Oh, okay.
You young son of a bitch. And I'm just chewing on straw, whittling sticks.
Okay, so you'd travel.
No, I don't think I'd travel. You know what? I would. I would travel with you, but I think our travel would be based on where you want to go. Because I've never really wanted to travel. It's never been a thing for me. I don't even know why I said travel. It's not even a real thing for me. Like if we went traveling now, there might be some place that you might, this would be nice. I'm like, oh, that might be kind of nice. Like to go see the green hills of Ireland, that type of thing, or you know, go to maybe some part of Africa, some city, some major city, and see some things, something like that. I'm not going on a safari or anything like that.
No, I could see you wanting to go to places like Dubai. I could see you wanting to go or spend time in New York City or
Dubai.
I think that people don't know that about us. Like you, and I didn't realize this about you for a long time either. Is like you would do really well in like a high rise in a city where I need like land and open house. Like I think that's the difference between us, like that I've realized over the years. So I think that any traveling we did, like I think you would love any place that's a city, just because like when we went to
London would be probably London, Paris, obviously, you know, major cities, and you're probably right.
I've heard some things about Paris that.
Well, I'm saying in terms of a major city, a major metropolis.
Yeah,
I don't, you know, we can obviously talk about other things you've heard, and maybe we never see Paris. But I've never thought about. I just never. I'm sorry, you're laughing at me.
I'm laughing because then I say things to you like, "Can we go stay in a yurt in New Zealand?" And you're like, "What is a yurt?" It's a big fancy tent.
Look, man, don't ask me about yurts. Don't ask me to go deep sea diving. Don't do any of that shit.
I know you can't. You won't get your snorkeling license or certification with me.
You have plenty of friends your skin color that will go snorkeling with you. Why there's nothing down there I want to see. Nothing. In fact, with my luck, I'll go down there and my snorkel mask will come flying off for some reason. I'll be down there, get washed out to see fucking chewed up by sharks. It's fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh.
If Inside Edition still existed, I would be on Inside Edition. But no, I'm on somebody's fucking movie.
It's so funny, like the things you imagine that will happen to you when it comes to nature. But when I have like these like thoughts, you're like, just be positive about it.
Wait a minute, what kind of thoughts are you having? So don't even try it.
Like I tend to be the one that's always like the bad things are gonna happen. You know, like whenever anything happens, you're like you stress yourself out for no reason at all. And here you are talking about being swept out to sea, and we on an imaginary snorkeling trip.
Let me tell you something about you people out there. All right, let me tell you something about you too.
Okay.
When you talk about doing things in nature, where you fuck up is you don't think about all the angles and all the things that happen. All right?
Yeah.
Y'all just pack up a backpack and say, let's go. I'm going to go hiking.
Let's go.
Right. Never is there a thought of, fucking, what if there's a mountain lion up there? And fucking she hasn't eaten in fucking days and she's got fucking cubs and all she sees is your ass coming through with your backpack. These are the things you need to. Or what if a swarm of killer bees, like the government hasn't been telling us about?
I feel like you're thinking about the wrong things because you could be in a major city, and what if you don't think about the guy with the gun who probably has no money and is going to try to rob you?
First of all, I do.
I'm just saying.
The person who doesn't think about it is you, because you walk around counting money in your fucking hand, you walking out the door of places. So you don't think.
But I'm just saying, there's dangers no matter where you go.
Absolutely. And all I'm saying is, I think about them wherever I go.
In nature, mostly in nature.
No. We only talk about it mostly in nature because you're trying to pull me off to do some weird shit all the time, like go snorkeling. What am I going down to the sea? What's that?
I don't know. Sea anemone, crabs.
I don't even eat crabs.
Starfish.
What do I need to see a starfish?
Pretty fish.
Pretty fish. Look, I'm not against you doing it. I'm
sea turtles.
100%. I'm 100% behind you. Support you. I will even push you off the boat into the water. Okay, that's how behind you I am on this. Go ahead, do your thing.
Well, if we went to like Dubai, we could ride like a camel in the desert.
See, that wouldn't be bad. I would do that.
They spit, you know that, right?
Is he gonna turn his head?
They can, absolutely.
Then guess who's not riding the camel?
You.
Well, I'll ride a camel, but this will be the first time I ride a bitch.
I have to be in front.
You're gonna be in front. And if I see his turn stuff,
you're gonna hide behind me. Okay, let's see how this marriage is.
It's not a bullet.
Oh.
It's camel spit.
Then sit in the front.
Nah.
If you're willing to take a bullet, you can take some camel spit.
Well, hold on. Or since I'm willing to take the bullet, you can take the camel spit. See, it's all how you look at things.
Oh, yep.
So I put that. But Dubai though, you can't really do it there. You got to be on your P's and Q's though. I think when you go to Dubai,
Yeah.
Otherwise your ass would be in prison.
Probably.
Right. So we would definitely have to be filthy rich to go to Dubai because I wouldn't be in a position where you can't. Now, if you just go over there as anybody, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. No one cares.
Yeah.
No. So, but Dubai would be cool. I heard it is nice, but I've only heard it from rich people who went. I don't know any broke motherfuckers.
I don't know if they can get there.
I don't know if you broke. I don't know if you could even see it on the map. I don't know if Dubai.
They could see it on the map.
I don't know if Dubai will let you.
It just disappears on the map if you have no money.
It's like a movie, like Dubai. It just magically appears on a map if you have a certain amount of money. Like,
oh man!
Like if some regular guy looked at it, like, I don't know where Dubai is, but if Warren Buffett looks like, oh, motherfucker, it's right there.
So what I've learned so far is you probably will never retire. But if you do, you might travel.
I don't know what I would do. I just don't know. I honest to God, I don't know.
I can imagine some things.
What, sex?
Well, besides that, I can imagine you having this big house and this big yard with a chair out on the patio so that you can
I can yell at the
tell people to get off your lawn.
I hope that the house is big enough and the property is big enough that no one can get on my lawn. So who the hell am I yelling at?
I don't know. You'll find somebody.
The travel, I don't know why I said that. I think I said it because I know that would make you happy. Because I know you always want to do things and see places. I don't know. I'm just hyper focused on this. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, you have some time to think about it.
I think once you get to wherever you're trying to get to, I think you kind of let your mind relax because now you have a team of people. Like, listen to what Tyler Perry and I'm not trying to change this up. I'm going to stay where we are. But Tyler Perry, for instance, listen to him talk about buying himself his own island when he was 40. And that's where he goes to write X amount of scripts for some of his shows. And then he flies himself from there to, he has a ranch up, and I think it was in Montana. And he does nothing but write up there. And everything just gets sent into his studios in Atlanta. And by the time it's time for him to really sit down and work, everything else has already been kind of done and taken care of. Yeah. I think when you get to that point or somewhere in that atmosphere or somewhere between here and wherever that is, I think then you start to let your mind relax a little bit and think about what you would do. I don't, but until then, I don't know. Maybe other people think about it. I don't ever think about it.
I find this completely fascinating because
I hope people listening find it fascinating.
Well, the reason I find it fascinating is you and I are completely opposite. So I've talked about this before, how you can look at work and you set these goals, like what are my goals for this year? What are my goals for the next couple years? And I've kind of always just with my career, my job, been like, wherever it takes me, that's where I'll go. And if it feels right or it fits in my life at that time, then that's the direction I'll travel. But I can envision what my retired life looks like, where you have all of these goals for work, but you can't envision your retired life. And I think that's why, like, I'm always like, gotta make sure, like, I have a pension and I have, because I'm preparing for retiring and you're preparing to never retire. So I just think it's like, it's interesting.
Excuse me if you heard me drinking water. I'm a little thirsty there, so excuse me if you heard that. I mean, I guess it's interesting, and I don't know why we are so different in that way. I mean, you're not different than a lot of people that I grew up around, though. Growing up in the Metro Detroit area, and my mother and other people working at the auto plant, and making sure they got their pensions in order. And I'm doing this almost like I'm working for retirement to a certain extent, I guess. Yeah. The way I always saw it with them. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever wanted to not. What I always wanted to do was not be in a position where I feel like I'm working to make someone else rich. Yeah. And thinking about it in terms of entertainment or anything else. And that's why I've had this conversation with my buddy Dave a couple weeks ago, and I've had it with a couple other friends. And I've even talked about it with my mom, and I think I might have mentioned to you. I just don't see how people who are working for someone else for days and years and days and years, how you do not want something else, how you do not want more. And this isn't me trying to cut the legs out from anyone out there who's watching or listening. I don't understand it. I do understand, I think, more now after this conversation, but I never really understood it before. To see people putting that grind in, seeing my mom come home from the plant and be sore and being a kid and having to help take her boots off so she could get, undressed and get relaxed for the rest of her night so she could go back and do it all over again. That might have been what triggered my brain first was I don't want to do that shit. Yeah. That's probably why I carried a briefcase in the 5th grade and did all that other shit. Just trying to figure out who you are and what you're going to do down the road, I think. So I don't know if that answers the question at all. I don't know. You're fascinated by this, but I don't know. Did that answer anything for you at all? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of went into, my other question was, what did you want to do when you were a child, when you grew up? That was going to be my other question. And it kind of fed into that. But did you have something specific you wanted to do as a child when you were an adult?
Yeah. When I was a kid, for the majority of my childhood, I had it all planned out. I was going to be a corporate attorney. I was going to go to Harvard or Oxford, and I was leaning toward Oxford. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be completely honest with everyone listening. I was a super bright kid, which is why I feel like I'm a super bright individual now as well. I love to learn. My mother made sure that I always had every opportunity to do that. And so I felt like I was kind of on my way towards that. And then, I found vagina. And that kind of...
You got distracted along the way?
Took me a little off course. But no, to be honest, though, as a kid, but that's what I thought I was going to do. I was going to be a corporate attorney, and I was going to graduate from Oxford. And I don't remember where we got. First it was Harvard, and I remember watching some movie, and they were talking about Oxford and Oxford law and everything. I just fell in love with just going to school, going to college overseas and studying law.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, this one makes me laugh. My mom used to make fun of it. I don't know if she made fun of it, but she just thought it was cute because when I was little, I wanted to be a puppy when I grew up. But as I got older, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to be a writer. And I think I still have that in me. I make all of these notes in my phone and my notes app, and I think that I'll get there at some point. I just feel right now that my brain is so scattered with everything that I haven't been able to sit down and figure out like what the next best step is for that, because I don't really know what I want to write about. I have written, at one point I wrote a children's picture book that I just have kind of sitting there. And then the notes that I've been working on as of late are just stories about my life and really like resilience and overcoming. And so I don't really know how I want that to transfer. But I did start college pre-med because I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician.
Yeah.
But I really hated chemistry. I don't know if I really hated it or I just didn't understand it at the time, or if there was too much going on in my life and I didn't have the systems in place to support me through that difficult time. Like, you know, I had to work full time and I was going to college full time, and I was traveling to Tempe for college, but I was working in Goodyear, and it was just like, it was a lot. So I think that if my systems or my support system was a little stronger at that time, I might have gone through with that. Teaching, I won't say is a backup plan. It was more of like, it was a love. I was a peer tutor in high school. I worked with younger kids, and it's something I loved, but I did have a dream of being a pediatrician. So I think either way, I still wanted to work with children. I still wanted to nurture children's lives. And I just didn't end up being a pediatrician. I think that's just circumstances.
Right.
But teaching is the way that I went, but I still think that the writing is there for me.
And I want to continue this conversation, but I do want to ask you guys, you know, please leave us some comments, positives, don't be a dick. But also let us know, what was it on YouTube if you're watching? Let us know, what was it that you wanted to be when you were a kid? And what is it that you do now? Maybe you do it. Some people have the opportunity. Hey, I always wanted to be a lawyer. And maybe your dad and mom were a lawyer and you're able to become a lawyer. I have no idea. Or maybe you want to be a lawyer and now you're a plumber. I have no idea. Yeah. But we would love to kind of have that give and take with you guys. We're sharing. We would love for you guys to share. So leave us a little comment there, and don't forget to click subscribe. And for anyone who's listening, please feel free to shoot us a message on IG as well and let us know what you're kind of thinking about, what you were thinking about, or what you do now.
Yeah, I'd also be interested in knowing is if there was something you wanted to do but didn't do at the time due to circumstances, what keeps you from doing it now? You know, because like I think I'm an adult. I make my own money. I don't have children. Like all of these things, like what keeps me from doing that thing that I wanted to do? And honestly,
being a pediatrician?
No, like the writing. For me specifically, it's the writing. And I do write a lot of notes, but right now, what keeps me from doing it is just there's just so much. Like I just feel like my brain doesn't sit still long enough to focus on a project.
Well, what I would say is you need to plan.
Which I struggle with.
No, well, not if it's something you want to do.
Yeah.
When it's something you really want to do, you can't stop planning. And how I know, because you don't stop talking to me about it. So if it's something you truly desire, you have to plan.
Yeah.
And maybe it's something that, okay, I'm going to, the minute school is over, I'm going to write. Yeah. But between now, whatever, was it September 24th and the end of the school year, I'm going to maybe write my notes and put my things together, maybe come up with whatever my title and the premise of what I want to write is going to be. So, and kind of plan from that point going forward. So when the school year's over, you write, and maybe you knock it out in a month, maybe you knock it out in 2 months, but at least you get the project done. Yeah. And you've done it, as opposed to just, you know, what I struggle with people, and you know this, is people who just say, I'm going to do what I want to do. Yeah. And you never do. I would love to see you do. I don't know how many times I've heard about these thoughts and this idea of doing it. I would love to see you. And I'm actually waiting for you to do it because I have some ideas of my own. Yeah.
I think I would also love if I've never openly said this on here. I've always said that like my life was challenging, but the reality is I grew up with addiction all around me. And I feel like the path I'm supposed to take is to support young people through growing up with addiction around them, because I don't really know how that transfers or what that looks like just yet, but I feel like there were people who came into my life who supported me while all this addiction was going on around me. It was like I was looking at life from the outside sometimes. And so those people came in and supported me. And I don't know just yet how to use this, but I think that I've learned some things in my life about, relationships and really just overcoming. People all the time will say, I don't know how you became who you are. How did you overcome that? Things like that. So I feel like there's something there to support young people, maybe even adults, through that that path of navigating those hard relationships of people around you who have addictions, because it's a hard path.
Yeah, but there are so many different things that you could do with that.
Yeah.
So again, I say it again. You just have to, over the time that you have, because no one out there, and not just the two of us, or anyone listening, do you have thoughts at only certain times of the day.
Yeah.
So you just have to be writing this stuff down, taking a moment, just jot the notes, almost like I do with whatever I'm going to write, whether it be jokes or whatever. But you just have to write this stuff down and start to lay this stuff out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. I do think there are some things there. I do think you have a message to deliver, some things that can help people, if that's the direction you want to go in. If you want to go in a direction of entertaining folks or whatever, there's an opportunity for you. You just have to make an actual decision that you're going to do it and put one foot in front of the fucking other.
Yeah, you're right.
Normally, so I don't know how this goes. So I don't know about traveling. I will travel for you like I do most things for you. We have 2 dogs because I love you. And I just told him again today for the umpteenth time that I hope nothing happens to her. Because if it does, she's so much of stuff that told her has to go to the hospital. You're out of here.
You did. I stubbed my toe.
Look, for people out there, I grew up with pets. And I said something yesterday. I think you were caught off guard by it because for whatever reason, I don't know why you were, but I said I didn't have pets or plants, and you're like, why? So I don't want anything that fucking I need to take care of that lives. I didn't want anything around me that I can take care of. And that's the honest to God's truth. I was too busy with whatever I wanted to do in life, whether that be hang out or just work. But we had 2 dogs. We have one because we had one that was dying. I said, okay, we got to get another dog to replace because I love my wife. And I know, hey, this is how we ended with this dog.
I'm just breathing, okay? I'm just breathing.
That's how we ended with the dog. Then we got this other dog because you caught me while I was drinking the Flagstaff. And so we have a second dog. And I regret both these dogs.
I know you do, but we'll get through it.
We're not going to get through it. That's going to be the other thing we'll put in your head stop. We're not going to get through it. The first dog doesn't even fit.
I didn't do anything. It's okay, and we're going to get through it.
The first dog, honest to God, this dog does not fit our family.
Okay, so I was telling him that I see all of these videos of people who have pit bulls, and pit bulls are naughty. They are hard dogs, and this is the naughtiest dog I've ever had. Does completely the opposite of what you tell her. Always looking to get into something. She's just bad. The new dog, she's good. She listens to command. She's just a little weird. She's scared of things, but she listens overall. It's the pit bull. I don't. That is a hard personality.
But here's the nice part of me, which is not a lot of me.
You're nice. There's a lot of you that's nice.
I don't want to just take the dog and drop the dog off someplace because I don't know where she would. She hasn't done anything terrible. I can't get rid of the dog for being who the dog is.
Yeah. Or
being what the breed is. Now, part of me is I'm upset with myself because I did not do more research about that breed. And if you know me, I love to do research. And I took that for granted because I thought this would make my wife happy. But now we have this fucking dog.
She's so bad.
So I just can't get rid of her for being who she is as a breed.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that, with a little time here, she'll improve. And I can't get rid of the other dog because of that dog. I need you to do something so that I feel all right.
They barked at you through the window the other day, so you know they have it in them. When we say the pit bull is naughty, we say naughty in the sense that like she wants to eat the plants, she wants to get into everything, she doesn't follow commands, but she is a really sweet dog.
She follows.
She's not aggressive. She
follows commands
only if you give them to her.
Right, and that doesn't make me happy. And it doesn't. I can't sit on my patio and watch the game today without this dog rambling, whatever she's doing behind me.
She's eating palm tree seeds. She's ripping branches off the tree.
Which normally I wouldn't care about, but she's got the stomach of someone who's never eaten food before, and she just gets like, I don't know how much money we spent on this dog, and I'm like, if you get sick again, we're not spending more money. You're out of here. So that's the one thing, but no. The dogs drive me absolutely nuts, but they haven't done anything necessarily for me. Like, give you the heave ho, you get the hell out of here.
So you're saying it would be easier to travel if we didn't have the dogs, though?
What?
Because you were talking about traveling, and then you said like, now we have these dogs, and
I don't think I said that. I think that's what you heard because that's what you feel. I didn't say it'd be easy to travel.
It would be so much easier to travel if we didn't have these dogs.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. We have to get a dog sitter or something. I mean, it is a pain in the ass to have to do that.
That is one thing that I do struggle with because I think we would just get up and go, like take day trips if we didn't have the dogs. And I love that you loved me so much. You wanted me to have another dog, but I also wished you loved me just a little less at that time so that we wouldn't have another dog because we were almost done with having dogs. It's kind of like when kids are about to get out of the house and then I imagine then they have like their own children and then you have grandchildren that you're helping with. Like it kind of feels like that.
Yeah, except for, you get to send the grandkids home.
That's true.
That's at least the way I hear grandparents talk about it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
And we'll travel. We will travel when you retire. When you finally retire,
we could travel now.
We'll stay in a yurt. We are going to stay in a yurt.
We're not staying in a yurt. You stay in a yurt. I'll be at the nice 5-star hotel down the street.
They're really nice. Yurts are nice. Okay. It's like a little house.
We'll walk through. We'll do a walkthrough.
Okay.
We'll see what it's like. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm staying in a yurt.
Well, thanks for answering my date questions.
Yeah, I mean, look, I got you. I got a dog for you. I got you 2 dogs. And I almost feel like I got gypped because technically only 1 dog died. And now you got 2 dogs, all within the span of a year.
And the dog that died was like really tiny compared to these 2 dogs.
Oh, super tiny. And these dogs eat a lot. That dog didn't eat much. I mean, I feel like I got ripped off, frankly, in this whole deal. But to something you said earlier about me, cities and all that, I think I told you before, I used to envision myself with like 3 kids and a wife with a big house on a tree-lined street and all of that when I was growing up. And I think part of that was because I grew up with the family that I grew up with, which was the fucking, like we grew up in a beautiful home, but that family life did not exist in terms of that, of it being traditional. So I think I kind of envisioned that as a kid. I'm going to be an attorney. I'll marry an attorney, and this is what we'll do. And then as I got older, I said, I don't think I want that. And I think I would rather have an apartment or a penthouse or something in a high-rise building in downtown Chicago or something like that, someplace where I could still do what I want to do for my career, but have the nightlife and everything like right there, walk to the park, do whatever. So, yeah, I think there is a lot of that there. I think you were right. Yeah. I think you nailed that on the head.
Yep. I could see you just wanting to visit cities. Like that's just, you like cities. We went to, where did we go, to LA? I'm from California, so like I've been to LA. Like I'm not impressed by it. I mean, I love California. Every time I go to California, I feel like I'm going home, kind of like. Yeah. But the city is not for me. One, I think it stinks. Mm-hmm. There's just trash everywhere. It's dirty. Mm-hmm. I like to see like clean spaces. So nature, green, the beach.
Yeah, but LA for me is work. I don't want to, like, I've never wanted to be in LA because I wanted to live there because I think this is just a fascinating place. And to me, it was work. It was at the time, someplace I thought I had to be. Obviously, with the internet and so many different things, we don't think that as much as we used to when I first started in this business.
I personally think the reason you like the city is because you could just walk there. Like, you can just walk to places and go do different things. Like, we kind of talk about, and I know this is kind of going off topic a little bit, but we keep talking about meal prepping. Yeah. Right. And I keep saying, like, we can't meal prep. You can't eat the same food 2 days in a row without getting bored. Like, it's already hard enough to eat leftovers. So I think the same thing about, like, if we lived somewhere where there wasn't places to drive close by or to walk to, you would be so bored. And I don't think in the sense of like the scenery is boring. It's just you like to have the option to go and do something else if you choose to. And I think you sometimes talk about Hawaii and how you hated being there because you were stuck on an island. Mm-hmm. It goes back to that. Like, you just like to have the option of, like, if I want to get up and walk over here and have a sub sandwich, I can. Or if I want to go over here and watch a game at a bar, I can do that. Like, you like to have the option, where me, I'm like, oh, I can go outside and walk by the creek or across the field. And, like, so we see it differently. I think we just see the options, like, different, I guess.
No, you're right. And I told you this a week ago. You know, you're looking at, for you guys, I don't think I ever shared with you guys are looking at, or you guys are listening to a guy who, when I would go places with my mom to my grandmother's house or wherever we went, when it was time to go home, I'd be in tears. Yeah. Because I didn't want to go. Because that's going to be completely boring. I mean, not that we lived in a terrible place or we didn't have toys or we didn't have. This is just boring. I want to be able to do things. I want to, you know, when we were not at home, it seemed like we had more freedom to rip and run up and down the street, and hang out with my cousins, and you're right. I do like having options. If I want to go eat over here, I want to eat over here. If I want to stay home, I'll stay home. If I want to go have a drink, I'll go have a drink or whatever. And so I can't unless I feel like. Which is weird because I guess it's just about options. Because I don't necessarily like being around people all the time. But if I decide I want to be able to.
Yeah. Even like if I think about a vacation, so like if I say I want to go to the beach, I have to think of a place where there are also places for you to go. Because I can sit on the beach all day with a book and be perfectly fine. Walk up and down the shore, looking for shells, looking in tide pools. That, like, to me, that's completely fascinating. Right. But for you need to be able to get up and go have a drink or to go grab some food and then come back. Like, it's so we like some of the same things. You just have to have more options.
Well, I think obviously we grew up differently. Yeah. So I grew up in Michigan, where if you wanted to see a beach, you had to drive a good distance to go to one. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a thing for us. Yeah, we lived different lives. Again, like you said, you lived in California, so the ocean. Like, I never saw the ocean until I joined the military, and they put me in Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
So, when I didn't see.
But you were used to, like, green and the pond and things like that. So you had that, where I grew up here in apartments so I didn't see that. So, like, my cousins used to make fun of me when I'd go back east to Kentucky to visit my family, and I'd just be like, oh my God, the leaves are so big. And they're like, you're so weird. Why are you looking at all of these leaves? And I'm like, we don't have leaves here in Arizona. They're like microscopic.
Yeah, it's the stuff you take for granted. Yeah. Obviously. Like, I'd never seen the Grand Canyon until I was in my 30s. And I was here, and people were like, you never seen the Grand Canyon? Yeah. I'm like, bitch, I'm from Michigan. We give a fuck about the Grand Canyon. Like, gives a fuck. Now, I will tell you, I saw it once, and I was like, oh, man, this is amazing. And part of it was I do not like heights. So watching people go up and down these fucking donkeys, I found very fascinating that you would trust your life to this idiot animal with 4 legs. But you do as you do. And I saw it once, and we'll go again. Yeah. I'll see it again because I think you want to go and spend a night or a weekend up there.
In a yurt. They have yurts.
We're not staying in a yurt. We'll find a nice hotel up there. Oh, man. Is that what you thought we were going to do?
Yeah, they have yurts up there.
Like I said, we'll do a walkthrough.
Okay,
we'll check it out. We'll do a day trip, do a walkthrough, check it out. But yeah, it's just different things. There was a point in time, even living in Michigan, I said, man, you know what? I think I'm going to live on the East Coast. I'll live in Massachusetts or someplace like that. Mm-hmm. Again, going back to the big houses, the tree-lined streets, and that type of thing. And then it was like, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want the snow here, let alone the snow that's there.
Yeah.
So
I don't want the sno either. So we're at least in agreement of that.
I think we're in agreement on most things. You sit back and I think you know, I mean, you play this game where you think out loud, but you really tell me what you want. And I just try to figure out how we can make it happen. And then you get what you want, and I'm completely miserable. But that seems to be the life that you're happy with. You tell me, if we hadn't got another dog, I'd be okay. No, you wouldn't have been all right. You would, if that dog was dying, Jeannie was dying, and you were so. I didn't know if you were gonna make it. I didn't know if you would throw yourself off a bridge.
I was gonna make it.
Or just hold her. Throw yourself off a bridge with her in your arms. So I said, we got to get you another dog because I was so looking forward to it. Not that I wanted the dog to die, but the house would be peaceful. It'd be, but you were, no, there's no way.
I think I've really enjoyed these date night questions.
I don't know why we don't go on any dates.
We're on a date right now.
And when we do, you try to overeat so you don't have to have sex. And I try to, unlike when we used to date, where you would just eat a little something. Now you're like, bring all the pasta.
All of it.
You're right. All of the sauces that are going to upset my stomach.
Why you gotta be mean?
Well,
we're having a very nice conversation.
This has been another episode of Running in Slow Motion.
Now they see how it is.
How do they see how it is?
Yep. You think they see how it is, now they see how it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You pick on me.
Is this
bullying.
Is this where you change your voice, the tone of your voice to make it sound like you're busted up over here?
Yes, I'm so sad.
So thank you guys for watching Running in Slow Motion. We do appreciate it. Again, please don't forget to hit subscribe. That really helps us out, obviously, with the algorithm for YouTube. So please assist us. Also, don't forget to leave us your comments if you have something nice to say. If you say something negative, it's not going to get through. I don't know if you figured it out, but we have a filter for the comments. And I go through and I check, or I have someone on the team to check. And if they're dicks, you just get deleted. So just be nice.
I didn't know that. I don't do any of the back end work.
You sure don't. So, I'm glad you see how it is. And for you guys on YouTube, thank you guys for listening. We do appreciate you. YouTube, please don't forget to click subscribe and share. All of you share with a friend. We'd appreciate if more people would watch and listen to us.
Yeah, what he said.
Never. That's it. Thanks for watching. You'll hear and see us next week. Have a good week.
Have a good week.